Come on. I literally was just doing some MyFitnessPal stuff, making sure that my dinner's okay and that I'm in a calorie surplus and macros are pretty solid. 45% protein at the end of the day we've got planned. Yeah, come on, get in. But that's not what this video is about. This video, yes, come on, yeah. First time cutting my hair, number 3. Let's see. How am I gonna do this? So I'd probably, yeah. And then from here, go here, and then go here. I don't know what you can see, but I'm gonna go excessively down and go excessively up. Yep, there you go. Yep. Yep. Come on. First time cutting my hair. Use what mum gave me. Instead of going for a 2-guard, I went for a 3-guard so that I didn't go too low. And I've stayed with this 3-guard. I used a small mirror to cut the back of my head. Right, just as I've been editing this, I've just seen the back of my head has got one massive cut in the middle that's lower than every part else. I think I can feel it as well. There somewhere. And I must have just gone a bit too hard. But that's fine. I also cut the sides too. I cut the sides, but I didn't go straight on it. I didn't go straight here. I didn't trim this up because I thought, you know what, over time, I'll get it together and I'll learn how to do that. But for now, also cut the sides here with the clipper and then scissors as well to do this side, because I realized that this side was there's a lot of hair here on the side. But yeah, now whenever I go to the barbers, it's going to be because I'm going because I want to go there, not because I made myself believe I feel dependent on these people to make me look how I want to look and look aesthetically pleasing. But this major achievement, insert raw name, major achievement. And thank you for taking the initiative to do this without telling anyone. Because just as Dad did after doing it, and after me letting him know, he would have just said, well, why not let me do it for you? No, I feel very happy that I took the initiative to do it myself, because now I'm in a place where I'm actually thinking about taking care of my hair through adding products and that if I need to. And I'm thinking about actually taking more care of me as a person through taking care of my hair more. But yeah, as I upgrade the gear and get more experience, this is going to be looking absolutely amazing with the fades and everything over time. And if I want to give myself a fade and I mess it up, beanie or hat, depending on the season, or even if it's hot, I can still put a small beanie on. Not a problem. I'll probably put a hat on to do this. But if I want to do that, my coordination with going around the sides and then going around the back, that's going to be down packed. And then from there, I'll be able to trust in myself and give myself fades and that. And it's going to look amazing, especially as I upgrade my gear. Oh, hell yeah. It looked a bit, when looking in the mirror, it looked a bit rugged because it looked like triangles up and down when looking in the mirror. But I think that's because of maybe how little I cut down on these end parts here, not because of the shape up that I gave myself. And I know that the shape up's a bit diagonal, and I've accepted that, and I think it's okay. That's fine. I'm fine with that, because I know, I'm aware of it. That's just how my hairline is. So be it. But this is a major achievement along the journey, you know. I'm now never going to go to the barbers feeling dependent on these people. If I want to go cut my hair, I will. And I think I needed to have that time where it was like, okay, I've got to earn money before I go to the barbers again. I had to have that time period. If I didn't, I wouldn't have got to this point where I'm cutting my hair myself now, completely by myself. Yeah, major achievement. Thank you very much. Insert real name. And yeah, man, this is just one achievement amongst the many which I'll develop on along this journey of life, man. But anyway, yeah, I just feel so happy. I feel so happy that I took the initiative and done this for myself. I am now taking more care of myself than ever through doing this, because this is a part of maintaining me through cutting my hair, shaving my armpits, and now also cutting my pubic hair too. I don't wanna trim it down with clippers, but I might just to try it out, because that's gonna give a nice looking shave, and I might not actually get ingrown hairs as I thought I would, because I'd be using at least a blade that I think is high quality. Yeah, I really don't want to take that risk at all, but we'll just see how it goes. If I don't like the end result of how snipping my pubic hair goes, then I'll eventually use clippers. I'll use small clippers. But yeah, that for now though, that's it. Well done me, man. Even though there's that part there, fine, so be it. We can work on it. Just next time, go more lightly. Instead of thinking of telling myself what to not do, just go more lightly on it. Don't press on it with a lot of force. Just go lightly all over, and yeah, all be equal. And as you do it, have the small mirror on the bed, for example, so that you actually know if the front of your head's level, and then when you're going to check the back, you can use that small mirror that I've shown to make sure that the back of my head's all level as well, instead of having to depend on somebody else to check it for me. And then eventually, instead of just using that small mirror there, I can get the sets I've seen on YouTube, where you've got the back here as one, and then two small mirrors on both sides, so you can see how you're fading it. But by that point, when I do that and when I invest in that equipment, my clipper's going to be solid, and the coordination is going to be there through experience as well. But for now, absolutely amazing work. Insert real name. One of the many achievements among many. One of the many achievements that I'll be going through, that I would have done. This is major to me right now, because my hair was an absolute mess, but I shaped it up. Did this line here, this line, this line, this line, this line. Then with the clipper, went around the sides, did not go around the back though. And with a scissors, I went round here, and with clippers a little bit round as well. Certainly here though. But yeah, that's it. Amazing. Just keep going. Keep going. Keep going. I've been watching a lot of Love Dorsey last night and today, and I'm using that to help me out. Just keep going, man. Just keep going, keep pushing, and see where you're going to be in 2 years, man. Just see. And answer me this, future insert real name here. Do you think I'd feel proud? I bet I will. And I bet that I would have achieved so much more than I would have thought I would have been able to in the space of 2 years, man. I think genuinely the PT services, I may not have only got myself qualified, but my trimming experience here, that would be solid as well. And I would have not only got myself qualified, but my PT services, my PT training now, that would be in full swing as well in the space of 2 years. Come on, let's get it, man. Let's get it. Let's go. But right now, I have to set up. I have to set up like all of these avenues that I'm thinking of working on, using Love Dorsey's advice of tracking via using deadlines with what you want. Alright, I want to use this so that I have a way of measuring progress as to how I want to go about in terms of the avenues that I want to take in my life. That's how I'm going to do it, by making deadlines. Like, for example, achieve the LSAT in 2 months as a part of becoming a calisthenics king. Then multiple sources of income as well. Could do that for sex life too, if I really wanted. But dating's not all about sex though. In the words of Love Dorsey, what are you fucking for? And for me, the answer to that question right now, right here, right now, at this point in time, would be because I'd be filling a void to try and prove to myself that I'm actually a man. As I get it together and am on the way to showing that I have financial success through intellect and what I have in my mind, through learning about the PT courses and that. But anyway, yeah, feeling happy, feeling amazing. My hair's not, it's not too big anymore. I'm gonna be able to sleep on these new sheets more comfortably than I've been able to in these past few days. And furthermore, I've finally changed the sheets. This is the only thing that's old, but everything else is new. Everything else is new, even the pillowcases. But yeah, mate, put a lot in, get a lot out, and it seems like I'm on the way to getting a lot out. Day in, day out, slowly but surely. One day, I'm thinking about comments coming in more and more. Eventually, I'm not going to be able to respond to all the comments. Eventually, I'm not going to be able to. It will just be way too many. And the notification inbox I genuinely may feel annoyed because of how many things are coming through. And I may actually, instead of feeling annoyed, I may just turn them off because they're just that many. Watch. 2 years time, that'll happen. Oh yeah. 2 years time, there will be 99 plus notifications. I have to turn that off. But anyway, yeah, major achievement. I'm done. Bye now. Let's see where we're at in 2 years time, man. Let's see where we're at.